so what I'm going to talk about today is related to what we talked last week. So I'll just do a small recap. Last week, we talked about how cells order chaos when they live, how humans at a biological level, we do the same thing, and how the feelings of pain and pleasure guide us toward ordering chaos or preserving order that we already have, and that at a social level, we use money also as a guide to order more chaos and preserve order. So now today, I want to talk about ideas and about lies, and the two will connect together at the end. Sometimes people say, I have a cold, or I have a phone, or I have an idea. But it's not really true to say, or it's not quite right to say, I have a cold. It's more the cold as you, because you cannot get rid of it. Now, if you think you have a phone, there's a garbage can there. If you're willing to put the phone in the garbage can, maybe you have the phone. But if you're not, maybe the phone has you. You can't get rid of it. And it's similar with ideas too. Think about the idea, lying is bad. This is an idea that has had people for thousands of years. People have had this idea for thousands of years, and it's an old idea. And when I say it's an old idea, it's kind of like if I was saying it's an old person. It's as if the idea is living. Now, last week we talked about what it means for a cell to be alive. For a cell to be alive, it means that it's ordering chaos. What about if it's the same thing for ideas? Maybe if ideas order chaos, they live longer. Now, here's an idea. The Earth is at the center of the universe, and the sun goes around the Earth. That's an idea that lived for a long time, because it helped people explain the unknown. It helped people order chaos of why the sun appears to move from the east to the west in the morning to the evening. And at some point, we got a better idea that the Earth was going around the sun. Once that happened, the idea that the sun turned around the Earth became useless. It died. The minute the idea stopped ordering chaos for people, that's when it died. Now, if we go back to the idea, lying is bad. That's an idea that people have had for thousands of years, and we saw it today. Now, why does this idea order chaos? Why does it help us? What does it help us explain? Well, here's an idea. When you lie, maybe what you do is you create order. You take a shortcut to create order. Here's what I mean by that. Let's say someone asks, do I look fat in this? Now you could say the truth, but maybe that's going to be a little bit chaotic if you do. You could cover it up with a white lie. If you do that, it's a shortcut. It's very quick. You say a quick white lie, it covers it up, and it creates order. But when you do that, what happens is it's fragile. It might be that somebody's going to find out later that you think they're fat. When they find that out, the chaos that you tried to cover up, it comes back. So the idea is, a lie is a shortcut to create fragile order. It's really order, but it's fragile, it's dangerous. And last week we talked about maybe the meaning of life is to try to order chaos. We try as much as we can to order the chaos around us. And if what we do is to lie, to create fragile pieces of order, that order might break easily. It's like we're shooting ourselves in the foot, because we're building like a house of cards that might break down easily. And it might be the reason why this idea that we all have, that lying is bad, it might be why we have this, because it guides us toward not lying too often. It doesn't prevent us always from lying, but at least it guides us to not do it, because it might lead to chaos once it's exposed. But here's one more thing that happens if a lie that you've said is exposed. Now you become a liar. And if you're a liar, that means that you're an agent of chaos. People don't believe what you say anymore. And what that means is, if you're saying the truth, you have lost the ability to even order chaos when you're saying the truth, if you have lost the trust of the people that you lied to before. So this is maybe why we all have this idea that lying is bad, and that idea has lasted a long time. That's it. Thank you.